Have you ever been giving attention to something, your phone, a friend, maybe even another pet, and suddenly your cat appears? Not casually, not politely, I mean directly in your way, sits on your keyboard, walks across your chest, stares at you like you just made a very questionable life decision, and you pause for a second and think, okay, what was that about? Was it affection, bad timing, or something a little more calculated? Because here's the part most people don't fully realize. Cats don't compete for attention in obvious ways. They don't announce it. They don't explain it. But they absolutely notice when your focus shifts away from them. And sometimes, they respond. Not dramatically, not emotionally in a human way, but strategically. Which raises a slightly uncomfortable question. When your cat suddenly changes behavior around you, are they just being random, or are they reacting to you? And if they are, what exactly are they trying to do? Stick with this, because once you see the patterns behind it, a lot of those weird little moments start to feel a lot less random. 1. The human roadblock move. Let's start with one you've definitely seen. You're walking somewhere. Kitchen, bathroom, anywhere important. And out of nowhere, your cat steps directly in front of you. Stops, sits, maybe even flops sideways like they've just become part of the flooring. Coincidence? Not really. Think about this for a second. Cats are incredibly aware of direction and intent. When you move with purpose, they notice. So when they interrupt your path, they're not just being in the way. They're inserting themselves into your focus. It's less, I want attention, and more, I'm redirecting your attention. You become the moving target. They become the interruption. And here's the interesting twist. This tends to happen more when you're heading towards something that isn't them. Your phone, another person, food, literally anything that competes with their moment. Now hang on, because some cats take a completely different approach. 2. Suddenly, they're your biggest fan. You know that cat who's usually pretty independent? Does their own thing. Comes and goes, keeps interactions brief. And then one day, they're everywhere, climbing on you, rubbing against you, purring like they just discovered happiness. At first, it feels nice, but then you notice something. It only happens when your attention is somewhere else. That shift matters, because what you're seeing isn't random affection, it's amplification. When cats feel a disruption in attention, they sometimes increase their social behavior to re-establish the connection. Not in a dramatic way, more like a quiet campaign. Hey, remember me? But more intensely. And this next part is a little subtle. It's like they quietly turn up the volume on their behavior, just enough to pull you back in. Not dramatic, not over the top, just more noticeable. And if that still doesn't work, well, some cats switch strategies entirely. 3. When things start falling, you're doing something, focused, busy, and then tap, tap, push. Something hits the floor. You look over. Your cat is just sitting there, watching. Now this is where people usually say they're being spiteful. But that's not quite right. Cats don't really operate on revenge the way we imagine. What they do understand is cause and effect. They learn very quickly. If I do this, you react. And in that moment, your attention snaps right back to them. Mission accomplished. Think about it. They didn't knock something over earlier. They didn't do it randomly. They did it when you weren't looking. That timing is the clue. And this leads to something even more subtle. Because sometimes your cat doesn't try harder. Sometimes they do the opposite. 4. The you don't exist phase. This one throws people off. Your cat suddenly stops engaging with you. No greeting, no response, no interest. But everything else? Normal. They eat, they play, they move around the house like nothing's wrong. Just not with you. It feels personal. Because in a way, it is. Cats sometimes respond to disrupted attention by withdrawing instead of competing. Not as punishment, more like recalibration. If the interaction changed, I'll adjust too. And here's the part most people miss. This selective distance can actually be a way of controlling interaction. By not engaging, they shift the dynamic. Now you are the one trying to reconnect. Subtle, but effective. And right around here, this is where things usually start to click. Because these behaviors aren't random at all. They're responses. And if you're starting to notice patterns in your own cat, if you've ever caught yourself trying to figure out what your cat is thinking, yeah, this is your kind of place. Now, there's one signal that's even easier to miss, because it doesn't involve movement at all. 5. The tail that tells on them. Imagine this, you're talking to someone, phone, guest, whoever, and nearby. Your cat is sitting, quiet, still, but their tail, moving, slow, heavy, thumps, or flicking just a little too sharply. That's not idle motion, that's tension. Cats use their tails as emotional indicators. And when attention shifts away from them, you might see subtle irritation, heightened alertness, focused monitoring. They're not interrupting, they're observing, tracking, waiting. It's like they're running a quiet internal commentary on everything that's happening. And if the situation doesn't shift, that's when behavior escalates. And now I'm curious, does your cat go full interrupt mode when you're on your phone? Or are they more of a quiet stare from across the room type? What gave them away? Because once you notice their pattern, the next behavior starts to make a lot more sense. 6. When it gets messy. All right, this one needs a quick reality check. If your cat suddenly starts going outside the litter box, first step is always medical, always. But if everything checks out, there's another layer to consider. Cats use scent as communication. Strong, clear communication. So when something changes, new person, new pet, new smells on you, they may respond by reinforcing their environment in the most direct way possible. It's not revenge, it's not getting back at you. It's more like, this space needs to smell like us again. And yes, sometimes that includes you, which is not the compliment it sounds like. But here's the reassuring part. None of this means your cat is becoming difficult. It means they're reacting to change, and reacting the only way they know how. So remember that moment at the beginning. Your cat stepping directly into your path like a tiny, furry security checkpoint? At the time, it feels random, maybe even a little annoying. But now, it looks different. Because that wasn't just a cat being in the way. That was a cat noticing a shift and deciding to do something about it. Not emotionally, not dramatically, just intentionally. And once you start seeing these patterns, you realize something important. Your cat isn't competing with you. They're responding to how your world changes around them, quietly, strategically, in ways that are easy to miss until you know what to look for. All right, I should probably go check why my cat just knocked something off the table while staring directly at me. Like we both know exactly why that just happened. Catch you next time. FurEver.